there some hope for the future?
Yeah, I think so, man. I think had some guys getting open, catching the ball, making plays. Um, Felt like we were doing a good job of once we got into a drive, establishing drives and staying on the field. Thought we did some good things on third down. Um, now it's kind of looking at those 3 and outs, the quick drives. How do we sustain? How do we just be more consistent there?
When you have to switch to a different center that you haven't worked a lot with in the middle of the game, how does that work with JPJ and how did it go?
No, it was great, man. He stepped in a position that he hadn't done much for us this year, which can be uncomfortable, especially for a young guy. He stepped in, did a great job. We were getting a lot of work today on snaps, just getting more comfortable there, getting comfortable with him being the guy making the calls. But he's done a great job. He's a super smart guy. He's locked in, so I feel really good about him.
There's always this great debate. Was it the play call or was it the execution? Specifically in the first and goals inside the Rams 5 and then last week against the Chiefs. When you look at the tape, what are you seeing in terms of where kind of the breakdowns are?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think most plays you have a chance. If you do it right. You guys can make it right on most plays. And I think there's opportunities there to do it, and we didn't do it. So at the end of the day, we got to look at ourselves. Everybody's got to see how can I do my job better, and I think we're doing that. I feel good about how we're approaching this week, the attitude of the guys, attitude of the coaches. I think everybody's coming in, putting their work hat on, and ready to get back after it.
What do you see from the Bengals defense, known for putting some pressure on quarterbacks?
Yeah, they pressure a good bit, man. They do a good job of it. A couple of their DBs are good. Hendrickson's great off the edge. So, you got to be aware, got to have a plan for how they attack you like that. Yeah.
You have a couple of rookies starting on the offensive line. What are your impressions of those guys so far, and I guess the growth they've shown?
No, they've done a great job, man. We throw a lot at them. It's not easy what we're doing in the run game and the pass game, but they're handling it really well. Stepped in, played some really good players, over this stretch of games and done well. Maintain confidence, a little bit of swagger. That's why I feel really good about them moving forward, is they have that confidence and that belief. And I think the line's still getting tighter, man. I think we've had a lot of different combinations and guys in there, and the communication's really starting to get tighter.
I know you had a really successful second half against Baltimore. Did you feel start to finish this last week was your best game, most consistent game?
I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Felt good. Felt like, was giving us a chance on most plays. Putting the ball in play, letting our guys go to work, I think is a good thing for us. And just managing, keeping us in, if we're throwing it on second and long, keeping us in good third downs, I think was big for us.
Last week against the Chiefs, Antonio said something they started doing in the second half was blitzing a lot more often. And as a quarterback, is there something kind of have to pick up more on pre-snap? Is there certain tells, or was it something where they were disguising it until after the snap?
Yeah, they did a good job disguising, man. That's kind of their MO. And a lot of times you just got to play hot, and just understand that they're going to get there and understand where your quick answers are. I thought we did a good job of that sometimes. Sometimes we didn't, So, again, the challenge is consistency there.
You guys can't run the ball. You're averaging less than 2 yards a carry. How much more pressure do you feel in terms of having to make a play and extend a play?
I don't know, man. I think as you do that, some of those quick completions kind of help supplement that run game on first, second down. At the end of the day, it's like, how do you move the chains? How do you get yourself in good third downs? So whatever that looks like, whether, we run it and we get to 2nd and 9, then we got to throw it to make it up, vice versa. You got to make it up one way or another and just put ourselves in good positions.
When you're saying throwing a lot at the offensive line, in what way? Is that the communication, on the blitzes, or how does that? What exactly are we talking about?
Yeah, a little bit. I think we do some different things in protection where those guys have to be tied in. And, I think that's every offense. That's the nature of the offensive line play. It's all communication. Those guys really have to understand, how the right side makes their point affects all the way how the left tackle is setting there. So, just them being tied in is huge, man. And I think that's something we've gotten consistently better at. Yeah.
Gardner, how great was it to have Kobe back out there in your offense?
It's huge, man. Love having Kobe. He's obviously a great player, but his energy out there really helps us, man. He's an electric guy. He talks his noise. It really helps, and brings a lot of swagger to our team, man. So really happy to have him back.
Your big Halloween guy?
I don't guess so, no. All right, thank y'all.
Thank you.
And on that note,